and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the Quantum Mechanix Star Trek The Next Generation 1/6 scale Captain Picard figure, or I guess you could say Captain Jean-Luc Picard figure. Now I must admit I am definitely excited about picking this one up, but when I first was actually looking at these, and I know these was actually released like years ago, you know, I thought that the actual likeness to Patrick Stewart wasn't that great, but when I actually got into it and looked into it a little more, I was amazed that it actually did look like one, so I just went ahead and decided to pick this one up. Now this is the standard version, because this also had like an exclusive version, which I had missed. I think they had like the phaser rifle with it, but this right here, what I have right now is just the standard version. And of course this is based on Star Trek The Next Generation, which I have the first volume of, or first season volume, right here on DVD. Now this has always been my favorite Star Trek series too as well, you know. So I'm going to get into this right now. Now as you can see, it says the box for the Captain Picard figure. Now that's how it actually looks. Now on the inside, the way you open this, you actually pull this out. It's actually like this, so it slides on out. So I think that's kind of cool. But this is the actual packaging main box art for it, because this is at the front of it. Because if this was the exclusive version, it would have like the sticker on it. You can see it says Star Trek The Next Generation. Now right there it says like 30th anniversary too. And of course it says Quantum Mechanix right there. That's their logo, Master Series. Then it has another image of Picard right on the back. But of course this is actual how the figure looks on the inside, so you can see how it looks on the inside with the accessories and so on. And here's like another back shot of Picard. I think this is from one of like the DVD covers, which had this from one of the seasons, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing this particular image. And it does say right here on this side, you know, it says Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and it says #1. So I'm going to open this on up. And like with most like 6 scale figures, you get like an instruction booklet for Picard, and it's from Quantum Mechanix. So I guess this gives you like the instructions on how to do the figure, as you can see. So here's the actual figure, so I'm going to go ahead and take this on off. Excited about this too. I'm a huge Star Trek The Next Generation fan. I'm already impressed too. So as you can see, here's the Picard figure. Oh, okay. And he does have like the plastic wrappings around him, so I might actually take those on off. But I guess I get a stand ready too, you know. So what I do first is actually take like the plastic off Picard. So we got one right here on his head, some on his hands. Then as usual, here these ones on the feet. I know these usually kind of hard to get out. So I'm gonna see if I can. Okay, I got the plastic off Picard. Now I must admit, around this area right here, and I don't even think I have it right still. I got to kind of adjust it. It was really hard getting the plastic from around his neck. That was around his neck. I had a lot of trouble with that. You keep sliding now, like the bleeding right there that's around his neck, that was already there anyway, you know. But as you can see, I'm sure the collar should be a little more raised higher than that. It was really troublesome getting that right, you know, like his head right, you know. But what I'm going to do now is actually put together his like actual stand. So as you can see, this is the Starfleet Stand, and it says Captain Jean-Luc Picard on the back of it. Star Trek The Next Generation, Quantum Mechanix. So then what you would do is take this right here, like the actual, I think they call it the U stand, and I guess you would just plug it in right here, and so I'm going to see if it goes in. It does go in pretty easily. And of course, you know, you can like lift these up and down, you know. So now what I do is just take Picard Just put him on the stand. But as you can see, that's how it will actually look, you know, once he's actually on it. Now what I'm going to do is actually measure Picard. So as you can see, he's like 12 inches, like just under it. He's actually about 12 to the top of his head. Now I'm going to go ahead and go through like the likeness of the actual figure. Now I must admit, boy, this really does like Patrick Stewart. Because like the first pictures I saw of this, like on the box and so on, I didn't think it really looked like him. But it really does look like Patrick Stewart, you know, as a Picard. The detail in that is just awesome. So it's actually better than I thought it would be. Now this reddish like stuff around his neck, that was there anyway, and I think that was because of the Carter, because I really had a lot of trouble getting that right, you know, because you actually have to actually tug on like his sleeves and stuff to actually get it loose too as well, from what I'm noticing. And this does have like a working zipper right there too as well, and even this right here can be like unbuttoned, you know. But even like his ranking thing up there, I think that's cool, and I was scared that I might knock that off too. That's why I was trying to be careful with it, you know. And the Starfleet insignia right there too is good, you know. So I am impressed with this, you know. Now his head can turn, you know, left and right, you know. He can look up, he can look down too as well. I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to pull the head off, you know. And of course there's like his hair, like this hair looks pretty good too as well. I think they did a good job on that. Even like his pants, and I didn't even know their pants were like that. As you can see, it has like these like things right here on them where you can wrap around his shoes. I didn't even know they was like that. Now Picard's arms, they can lift up. It looks like you kind of got to be kind of careful because you don't want to rip like the sleeve, being that this is like cloth material. So I'm gonna see if he has like the I know I gotta be kind of careful. I gotta find where it actually will bend. Cause see, I know that the bend is right here, I'm sure, but I don't want to like rip the sleeve, you know, bend of this cloth material. Cause you gotta actually twist our arm just right to find where that's at, you know. His legs can go up. Cause you right down the pants, you gotta be kind of careful, you know. But he does have a bend at the knee. And of course the feet can turn and so on, so he does have good articulation. I do notice that he's kind of loose around the legs area, you know, like his legs seem kind of loose. But I think this is an awesome figure, and I'm such a huge fan of Star Trek The Next Generation, so I think they did a good job with this figure. It really is awesome. Now I want to talk about the accessories that come with the Quantum Mechanix Captain Jean-Luc Picard figure. He has like a set of like 7 hands in total. So I guess that's like 9 hands all together, you know. I mean in total 9 hands, but 7 like alternate hands that he comes with. He has like a fisted hand, and it's like a solid fist. Then he has like this hand too right here. He has this kind of hand too. I think this is like a hand like he's giving a command, because he has one for like left and right. Like he's giving a command, like he's pointing. Make it so. Then here's like another hand. And another hand. You can tell you can grip stuff with these too. So actually he has he has 2 fists too. I'm noticing. He has like a left and right fist too as well. If you want to give him like a punching type pose, you know. So yeah, that's his hands right there. So he has like a total of like 9 hands all together. Now these are the next accessories that I think are awesome with the Picard figure. He has 2 holsters, one for like his phaser and one for like his tricorder. So I try the phaser one first, and as you can see, this is the actual phaser holster. And the thing about it, these are actually magnetized. So what you actually do is just tape Picard, and you actually have to find where they actually stick it, and they'll just stick right on his waist. Now that is so awesome because it's like magnetized, you know. So it doesn't hook or anything, you know, you actually just sit it there. And then this right here is the actual one for like the tricorder. So I'm going to see if I can find this one. And even that one just hooks right on, and they're like magnetized, so they just stay on there like that. So I think that is such a cool accessory to have, so you can have like his holsters on him like that, you know. I think that is so awesome. And then the next accessory, which is another cool one, is the actual tricorder. So as you can see, even this is actually like magnetized, because you can actually close it up like this. or you can actually open it. And you can see how it looks like on the inside. It's like the actual computer, you know. So you can actually just have this one, or you can have this one. And I think it's still like magnetized right here too. Yeah, you can actually stick them together like that to make like a solid, like a tricorder. And then of course you can just close it on up too if you want. So then what you would do with this if you want, you can take a Picard. Of course, then you can just put this right in here like that, like it's tricorder. Well, I think it's the other way around. You would switch around where it's like that. Then you can just hook it on Picard. Oh, that is so awesome. Then the next accessory that comes with Picard is this actual phaser. So here's the actual phaser. And I think this is nicely done. I don't think this comes apart if I'm not mistaken. But even this, you would take it, then you could just slide it into the holster like that. Then what you can do is just put it right on Picard. So as you can see, that's how they both will look. Now that is really awesome. And there, as you can see, is Picard with the actual phaser in his hand. I had to actually switch the hand to put it on, you know. And the next accessory that comes with the Picard figure is this actual pad right here. So there's no question I'll be spamming with this too at times. That's awesome. That's just how it does. I could just show it to you. Then he also comes with his cup of Earl Grey tea. This is another awesome accessory too, from my opinion. You can even see like the actual, it looks like the tea is actually in there, like fluid. I think that's kind of cool, like it's topped off just right. And it has like a handle too as well. I think they did this very good, the sculpting on it. So there's no question I'll be just spraying with this at times, you know, like it's tea. Okay, there's the Quantum Mechanix Star Trek The Next Generation 1/6 scale Captain Jean-Luc Picard figure. I would definitely recommend picking this figure up if you can like find it. Because I know this was like released like years ago, you know. And I actually found it like on Sideshow or Collectibles. I was kind of like iffy about it at first because I thought the actual like likeness to Patrick Stewart wasn't that good like on the actual pictures they showed. But when you actually get the figure, it is amazing at how detailed and realistic and how the likeness to Patrick Stewart really is. There it really does like Patrick Stewart, no joke. I think this is easy, an awesome Captain Picard figure, you know. Now of course, you know, this is based on Star Trek The Next Generation, which I have the first season of right here on DVD, and that has always been like my favorite Star Trek television series. You know, I was always like a huge fan of Star Trek The Next Generation, you know. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this one up. And again, I have only like the standard version of this figure. There is actually like an exclusive version of this figure which had like the actual phaser rifle. So that's only an item that I actually am missing, you know. And as far as I know Quantum Mechanix, they have like other Star Trek figures, but they haven't done any more like in the Next Generation line. They have mostly ones based on like the classic Star Trek. Well, this even is a classic now, you know, like the ones like the original Star Trek series, you know, like Kirk and Spock. I know they got like, I think McCoy, I think Scotty, even have Sulu too as well. I think they even had Khan. Before as like the Next Generation go, they only have Captain Picard so far, so I don't know what's going on with that, you know, because I would love to see like more figures like from like Quantum Mechanix based on Next Generation. I would love to see like more of those, you know. But I would definitely recommend picking this one up. So this is the Quantum Mechanix Star Trek The Next Generation 1/6 scale Captain Jean-Luc Picard figure. I would definitely recommend this, you know. Please leave a comment and subscribe to as well. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise, its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.